Hi guys. All right, so this video is going to be all about finding surface area of a couple three-dimensional shapes. So again, keep in mind the only things we know how to do are rectangles and triangles, and we know area. So in this case, surface area is if you were holding a box, right? If you were holding a box, a cube, anything like in that shape, it is going to have six sides. So there's front and back, there's one side, left side, right side, and then there's top and bottom. Okay, so in this case, when you're trying to show a 3D shape on a two-dimensional screen, we can only see three sides at a time, but there really are six, and that's where this comes in. This is that shape being netted. So I'll give you what that means. So like this is the front, right? This space right here is the front of your box. Okay, that is this. That is this shape here. That is the front of your box. Now, I told you that when you're holding a shape, remember, or a rectangular prism, there's a front and back. They will always have the same area. All right. So if this is the front, this is the back. That means that they are going to have the area. What you're trying to find in surface area is we need to cover up this box completely, like in wrapping paper, stickers, however you want to think about it. So we need to figure out the area of all six sides and then add them up together. But the good news is that a lot of them have the same. So this is like the front and that's the back. Then let's do another color. Then we have this top here, this big side. That is this in the netting. Okay, and the top is always going to have the same area as the bottom. So again, we're only having to find just the top, and that'll help us. And then we have our very last, which is this left-hand side here, which is this, which means that this must be the right-hand side. They're going to have the same area. So what we're going to do is we have to find all of the areas and then add them up together. So let's do the front. Let's grab the blue. So I know the area of a rectangle. You need to know the length times the width. Okay. So in this case, we know this, which is 8, and we know the height, which is 3. All right, so 8 times 3 is 24. So I know that my front here, this is 24, and this is 24, because they have the same area. All right, let's do the green. So we need one side of the green and then the other. So we need this side of the green, which looks like it's 8. And then we need this side, which is 9. So we have 8 times 9, which is 72. So that means that this right here is 72. And so this area must also be 72. Last one we're going to find is that pink. So we need to know its length, which is 9, and then its height, which is 3. So we have 9 times 3, which is 27. So that means that this is 27. That's its area, and so is this one. So now in your calculator, you're just going to type in all of these numbers combined. So we're just going to add them all up. So we have 20, oh, let me type in here. We have 24 plus 24 plus 72 plus 72 plus 27 plus 27. And then you should get your total answer and you can figure out that all out. Awesome. So let's do another one. So in this one, again, this is the 3D shape and this is the shape netted. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and find it. It looks like these three, these two sides are the same. So what that looks like is this, and then the back side, like around it, we can't see, but that's this part. Okay, then we have the front, which are these two, and then we have the bottom, which we can't see because it's underneath the shape. So let's find this side. Let's just find the pinks. So we need to know how wide, or the length times the width. So that's 11. And then this is how tall it is, sorry, that's terrible, is 5. So that's 55. So that means that this area is 55 and this area is 55. So let's find the bottom, because the bottom, again, where we're in the rectangle kind of thing. The bottom, we know we can't see it, but I know that this shape, it's the same like length as this pink one, is the pink side. So its length is, oh, sorry, erase that. I'm falling apart. Its length is 11 here. And then this is the blue, like this is how wide it is here. Okay, and that number is 6. So that means that bottom is 66. All right, now let's just do the green. So remember, triangles are very similar, except there's one extra step. There's the cut in half part of it. So we need to know our base times our height, then we're going to cut it in half. Okay, so my base here of my triangle is 6. My height here, it's telling me, is 4. And then we're going to cut it in half. So 6 times 4 is 24. Cut that number in half is 12. So that means that this area is 12, and so is this one. So then once we know the areas of all of the sides of this shape, all we have to do is take our calculator and add them up. And I think you guys can handle that without my video. Okay, last one in this video is just another example of surface area here. So again, we see 3 sides, but really this shape has 6. All right, so if it helps, we're going to color it up. So this is like the front. Okay, so that's this piece. So if the front is here, that means the back must be the exact same area. Then we have this side, which is this. So if the left side is that area, that means the right side is the exact same. And then we have the top, which I'll make pink this time. So this is the top, and this is the bottom. All right, so let's actually do the top first while I have the pink marker out. So I need to know this length here, which is 7. And then I need to know this length here, which is 5, because it's at an angle, so I want to go ahead and line it up with this angle here, so that's 5. So we have 7 times 5, which is 35. So that means we have 35 here and 35 here. Okay, let's do the blue. So the blue, I need to know how wide it is, or one side of it, which is 5, and then how tall it is, which is 4, because that's referring to those up and down sides. So this is 20. So each blue side is 20. And now let's do the green. The green, how wide is that shape? 7. And how tall is that shape? 4. And 7 times 4 is 28. So that means each one of these greens is 28. So then you're just going to grab that handy dandy calculator and you are going to type and you're going to add up all of them. There's another way you could go about it too. If you really wanted to, you could add up all of these and then double it. Like you could do that as well. Like if you just wanted to find the first front 3 sides, which are 35, 20, and 28, you could do that and just double it at the end, knowing that everything's doubled anyway. You could also double it first and then add it up. It's either way, as long as you understand that the 3 sides you can see each have their own individual area, and then there are 3 sides you can't see, which are exact mirrors or duplicates of the ones you can.